Alright guys, so what I'm doing here is a youth car update. We have the thing completely stripped, all the wiring pulled, and it is ready for winter. And as you can see, we have this whole fender area cleaned off, and it does run like this. I actually just threw the battery in and started right up, but literally all we did is we pulled the air setup and the air filter. It is sitting over in that pile. There was no plug attached to it. The only plug we have is right here, and this is a 2003 model. And this fuse box literally clipped on right in there, and there's a little peg thing holding it here. We just pop that up. If I remember right, I just twisted this over and just broke it off. And that just lays up here for now. It will eventually get put into the windshield wiper cowl up there. Well, it's staying in here pretty decent. There you go. And of course the battery was sitting here, but it'll be moved inside. And the headlights. I want to tell you guys a little trick for these 2003s. Not quite sure what all years they do. But the headlights are one big assembly, all wired together. All wires back once you unplug all the headlights to this plug. This plug plugs in right underneath this tab. You can see I bent it up so I can get to it. It's right here. And then it has one ground wire for the headlights somewhere under here. I actually did cut it. Yesterday, there's water all over this tarp from us walking all over it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Right there. I cut that. And the car starts up fine. Ran fine. I even revved it. Worked fine. This side, can't really do a whole lot to yet. Because of course I'm just going to let it sit all winter. But the only thing I can see that's going to come off is the AC air conditioning lines, both of them. There's some wiring that probably was going to the headlights, but probably just get pulled off. This cruise control module might get taken off, might stay, depends how lazy I feel. This cable will just get unhooked and thrown up there for a hand throttle. And of course you got your motor mount. And this tank will probably be deleted because we're probably going to loop the hoses. I think that's all under the hood. And here it's all stripped out. We left the radio in. I have no idea why he tore the vents out. Tore out the center console so I can get to the shifter. This cable right here, this one, I just took a screwdriver and popped it off. And actually, in the ignition, when I pull this cable, you can hear it in the ignition. What that is when you turn your ignition switch, it tells the shifter that it is allowed to shift. So to fix that, I just broke this off, this little tab. And then this is your main cable that runs straight to the transmission. Do not touch this. So now, we can shift with it not running. And we will eventually modify this into a slop shifter, but I don't feel like tearing it apart yet. I'll do that after winter. Emergency brake still works. We're going to have to cut the cables to that so it doesn't lock up on him. And of course we're keeping the passenger seat in it because I have to ride shotgun in this thing. And just a little heads up, wherever we're running this, I don't care what the rules say, that door is getting stuffed. Because 99 of the events, you are allowed to hit that passenger side door as hard as you want. Because you just can't prevent it. You're already on one side of the car you're not allowed to hit, and then these kids get excited they can fly across the track. They're going to feel terrible if they find out they weren't allowed to hit that side. So they're allowed to hit that door full track as hard as they want. That door is getting stuffed. I don't care what they say. Same with this driver's side door. It is at least getting a plate, or it's getting stuffed full of metal. The back, you know, just a normal back of a car. I have no idea where all that plastic wrap came from the tent. All the wiring is pulled out of this car, except for, you can see the fuel pump wiring is still in, because that is what it's running off of, obviously. And it is pretty decently clean in here. Like, I don't think there's a spot of rust inside the vehicle. There is some underneath, but not much. And it still has a complete exhaust system. So it does not sound the greatest when it's running. I mean, it sounds beautiful when you're driving on the road, but we'd like to hear them loud, and we'd like to play it loud. Or proud, whatever. I'm a little nervous what's behind this. They patched this so that they could get it to pass inspection. I don't know what all is behind there, if that'll get me in trouble with tech. Well, hoping we paint over that, they won't even notice. Well, yeah, guys, I'm not really going to touch much more of the wiring under here as far as I'm planning on. The only thing that I know 100% sure I need to mess with is I need to find the coolant temperature sensor. All my vehicles, I don't care if they're GM or not, I replace those, because you never know if they're testing something out on that model of car. I work for a company that builds pavers, and one model might have something done to it that another model might not, or a certain type of model might have 3 of the machines done something to it, but not to the others. So if you can do that to big old machines like that, I'm assuming cars, they can at least try out maybe 20 of them. So always do that. It just cost me a couple cents at the Tractor Supply store. Just make sure you either put a rubber seal on it or put some kind of seal on there, something. I honestly didn't use any kind of seal on my Subaru, and it did not leak, but that could have just been a lucky shot. So yeah, guys. And as for bumper, we probably not running this bumper. I really don't like it at all. Really don't like it. We might actually be putting a twisted W body bumper on this thing. But we will see. It depends on where it will get run. As of right now, a show we're looking at, we're not allowed to tuck and we're not allowed to crease. And to the Ritchie clan, that is a cuss word. Not allowed to crease. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give you a little bit of tips for a youth car. A little bit of what I think of a Cavalier. Is that a fuse? Oh no, it's not. It's just a clip for the unplug. I was going to say, if that's a fuse, I don't know where it came from. So yeah, guys, take care. Happy building this winter, and I look forward to bringing you another video.